Welcome back. Well, we are in the kitchen with Chef Ernie, and it is looking a little bit like Thanksgiving in here.
It is. Well, it's feeling like it, right? It's nice and cool out now. So what people tend to overlook are some of the great fall vegetables, because what they're going to do with pumpkins and squash and winter squash is just put them out for decoration. But they're awesome to eat, and they're great for Thanksgiving dinner. They're great for football tailgating.
Okay.
But there's some great ways that you can kind of pump up your tailgate, impress your clients or friends while you're there, or just change it up a little bit for your Thanksgiving dinner.
And a little bit healthier, right?
Much healthier. Absolutely.
Okay. Oh,
And
Alicia has joined us. She's a little late to Thanksgiving dinner this year.
But I'm here, and that's all that matters.
oh, we got to get you on the food side
It smells really good.
because you're going to want to eat.
Oh, okay, sure.
So first up, we've got some acorn squash.
Okay.
So normally you got two sides of this. Looks like a really big acorn. Again, people are usually going to put this out like a decorative, but it's edible. So what makes the winter squash a little bit different than the summer squash, it's got a much thicker skin, and it only comes in the fall. Now you'll see the inside looks a lot like a pumpkin, right? So all you're going to just do is scoop,
get the gook out.
get the gook out. Now you can eat the seeds. I don't eat pumpkin seeds because frankly they're just too much work.
Oh,
Okay.
But they are tasty. Once we're scooped out, here we've got some local sausage. So in this case, this is Nice's hot sausage. You're going to mix that with some panko crumbs, some Parmesan cheese, similar recipe to stuffed mushroom caps.
Oh,
and those are great for tailgate and appetizers as well.
Ooh, sausage at Thanksgiving. This is my kind of Thanksgiving.
Absolutely. So once you have your squash, cut out a little piece on the bottom. So this way, that's going to sit right on the grill. We're just going to rub that flesh with some olive oil and salt and pepper. That's actually going to go face side down on the grill after about 20 minutes. We're going to flip that over, stuff that sausage mixture in, and here you wind up with a nice pretty squash. Now it should be firm enough that it holds its shape, that you can easily get a fork into that. But firm enough that it'll hold up on its own. And I have that up for you. You can go with that if you guys want to start eating.
Okay.
Absolutely.
If you want to go vegetarian, you could just stuff it with anything you like. A nut mixture with some cranberries or any kind of dried fruits that you like as well.
Oh, okay.
Next up, a little spin on sweet potatoes. Again, that's a fall type of produce. Instead of just baking it and cutting it open, we've got it fanned out here. So just get yourself, like in this case, I use these little wooden spoons, put it between there, and then cut on down. And what the spoon's going to do is keep me from cutting all the way through.
Oh.
I'm going to rub it with some olive oil. In this case, just some pre-mixed seasoning. This is Badia brands of garlic pepper.
Okay.
You can put any kind of seasoning that you like on that. That's also going to go right on that grill. When we're done, we're just going to top it with some butter and some fresh chopped rosemary.
Okay.
And finally,
spices make it all come together, right?
Exactly. Now the reality is your grill is your flavor factory.
Right.
Because every time you grill, there's awesome flavors that are getting put in there. If you want to go pretty simple, you can just go salt and pepper, and it's going to continue to pick up some of those flavors.
Okay.
The final thing up is going to be cabbage, and most people think of cabbage as corned beef and cabbage or stuffed cabbage, something like that. And you're kind of either on board or not with cabbage, but it tastes so much better.
I don't know if I'm on board, Chef Ernie.
Oh, you're going to be today.
I am? Okay.
I guarantee
You're
it.
gonna be today.
So what you're going to do is actually quarter your cabbage. And
What does that mean?
Just cut it in quarters.
Oh.
Cut out that little knob on the bottom. Rub it with some oil. Get some char on it. That's going to go right on the grill. Once you've got that char on, you're actually just going to make a little foil blanket for it.
Oh, blanket.
That's all going to go right in this pouch.
Keep it nice and toasty.
Oh,
Exactly.
wow. Look at that.
With some olive oil and salt and pepper and Parmesan and a little bit of lemon juice.
Okay.
That's going to finish up on the grill. That's going to take about 35 minutes, and then you're good to go.
Voila.
One of the nice differences compared to Boyle's cabbage, just like some of the other vegetables, should be firm enough that it's going to hold up, gives you a little bit of crunch, but tender enough that you can bite into that.
Okay. And is this simple? I mean, do you think the average cook can figure this out?
This stuff is real easy.
Okay.
I mean, everything that you saw today, you can make in under an hour. Everything's available in your local grocery store. Now, even the squash, a lot of times you're going to walk into a Harris Teeter or a Publix and you'll see the big display of decorative squash. Well, you can eat all those. The only ones you can't really eat are the big carving pumpkins because they're just not tasty.
Yeah, I didn't know you could eat these, and I can taste the rosemary. I've never had rosemary with sweet potato. that combination tastes really good.
Absolutely, and even like a spaghetti squash, once that's done, grill it, just take a couple of forks and you can mash it up, looks just like spaghetti. But these kinds of things I actually teach in-home outdoor grilling and cooking classes. So if you're interested in that, like for holidays, for a Christmas present or Hanukkah or birthday present, you can find that info on my website. And I also sell it like farmers markets, different produce and meats and sides and things like that.
Yeah, I think with the holidays coming up, a lot of people are kind of trying to figure out how they're going to feed their families. So a good opportunity for that. And we have your Facebook and your website posted right there online. So people will be able to see whether they can make that happen this holiday season.
Next month, we're going to talk about brining a turkey and smoking a turkey.
Oh.
And of course, eating a turkey.
Our favorite part. I can definitely do that last
Can't wait
part.
for that.
Which absolutely. Now this is an electric grill. Even if you live in a condo or an apartment, they usually don't allow gas ones, or obviously you should never have charcoal, which people in the winter, somebody always makes that mistake,
Right.
which is really not a good idea. But electric ones are always allowed because it's simply electric, doesn't give off noxious fumes.
And it does a great job too. I mean,
Absolutely. Works just as well. You know, the challenge doesn't get as hot as fast as a regular grill, but, you know, when in Rome, if that's all you're allowed to use, then you get an electric grill. This is a Weber. There's a few different brands, but nice and compact. But your turkey, once you brine it and smoke it, you will never eat it any other way.
Is that how you do it for Thanksgiving?
That's how I do it. And I sell Thanksgiving turkeys, too, and you can order those on my website.
And it's kind of like already pre...
That's done, and a lot of people like that because they say, oh, my guests come, and I
Right.
want to hang out with my guests.
Not
instead
spend the
of-
whole day cooking.
Exactly. And they all bring sides. We'll do the sides. You do the turkey, and that's it.
well, Caroline and I
Amazing.
will have to get a turkey from you, Chef Ernie.
Yeah, because the Lord knows nobody wants me to make a turkey. Okay, and you have
there's
the
your famous
options
turkey
there,
right there.
on your website so people can figure out how big of a turkey do you usually make for yourself? For
Well,
your
I
family?
mean, you generally portion for a regular meal about 1.25 pounds to 1.5 pounds per person.
Okay.
And that's pre-cooked weight because you're obviously going to lose some during cooking. And that's just for a regular portion, not much leftovers. If you got really big eaters, you want to go big. If you have people that eat like birds, no pun intended, then you're going to
Ernie.
want to get a smaller bird.
You're competing with our producer Chris this morning with the jokes. He had some good jokes.
The
too.
puns, absolutely. How much turkey do you usually eat on
You know
Thanksgiving?
what? Sometimes I usually do a turkey breast because
Interesting.
it's just a small
What
grill.
are your thoughts on that?
Personally, I'm not a dark meat turkey fan. I love duck and I love chicken dark meat, but I'm not a leg fan.
Okay.
There's always that one aunt or that one cousin who runs in and they're like, I want that turkey leg.
Right.
And so a lot of times we'll do that. Now, my family, we pretty much just all eat turkey breast. I still make a whole turkey because then I'll use that dark meat to make like a turkey salad.
There you go.
Oh, use all
So
the
many
turkey.
ideas.
Use it all.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. That was some good information for people. We'll be right back.